Hi, Joe Bavanice here. I'd like to give you a little overview of what this Group Practice Success Program is all about in this short video. So in this video, I'll tell you, what is it? Who's it for? How can I join? So let's get started. Well, I created the first group practice training program for psychotherapists about 8 years ago. And since that time, I've coached over 200 people in North America in group practice principles, either individually or in group classes. One common theme I've heard: group practice is difficult, and it's much more complex than most people realize when they first get started. And most people do what I did: start a group practice without any guidance, trial and error learning. But just think about that, the most complex business undertaking of our career without any guidance. But that's what most of us do because, well, we think we're smart people, we know how to do therapy. How hard can it be? We soon learn it can be very difficult and challenging on many levels. Here are some of the most common challenges and frustrations I've heard from people about running a group practice in the 21st century. I'm spending way too much time running the practice, way more time than when they had a solo practice. Yet, I'm not making nearly enough profit to justify all that time. So even though they have therapists bringing in money after they pay their expenses, they're ending up often with less profit than when they had a full solo practice. I can't find any good therapists. A key problem for a lot of people is hiring good clinical staff and finding a way to keep them with you. Some people have the problem: they hire good people, but they keep asking for raises, and yet the business model they've created doesn't allow for profit. So they can't give raises, and the staff gets frustrated. We're not generating enough referrals to fill up my therapy staff. Some people have a marketing issue where they can't get enough referrals to generate clients for the existing clinical staff. Another issue is my team, whether it's admin or clinical, my staff doesn't seem close, seems distant, and I'm not sure what to do about that. Another issue, I have to do everything myself because nobody else seems to be able to do it correctly. An issue there of control and delegation. My personal life is suffering. Coming home frustrated, hopeless, making less money and working more hours can really impinge on your personal family life. I don't have enough money to hire admin staff, so I have to do everything myself. Or the only way to make this thing work financially is if I have to see 30 or more clients a week and spend the rest of the time running the practice. Another common theme: I'm totally alone. I don't want to talk to competitors in my own city, so I have nobody to talk to. And the corollary of that at home: my partner is sick and tired of hearing me talk about this practice. Oh yeah, that's a common one. Wow, those are certainly a lot of issues to deal with, and as I said, running a group practice is a very complex endeavor. Well, I have good news. Ken, Ernie, and I have some very good news. Help is available for every single one of those challenges. We've mastered group practice principles. We are still growing and running phenomenally successful group practices right now. And we'd like to tell you everything that we've learned in how to do that. In fact, we've heard every problem group practice owners face in the groups that we've been in together and in the individual clients that I've coached by myself. And we've put this all together and developed the ultimate solution to group practice challenges. And we call it the GPS solution, Group Practice Success. And it includes 5 elements to help you create the profitable, smooth-running practice you've always dreamed of. So what are these 5 elements? First of all, we do a very, very comprehensive assessment of all parts of your practice. We want to go deep and learn all about everything you're doing, why you're doing it, what's working, what's not working. And we have a very comprehensive assessment tool we've created just for that purpose. Then we have a remarkable amount of community and support. You're going to get feedback not only from the three of us, but from 9 other very ambitious, very successful group practice owners. You're going to hear things you haven't heard before. You're going to hear things that might hit on some of your blind spots, things you've never considered. Some of your limiting beliefs will get challenged. And all in all, you're going to have access to help literally 7 days a week as we go through this program and as we have our online forum where you can ask questions all the time. Third is the state-of-the-art tools and resources. We've assembled in our program state-of-the-art tools to help you in any aspect of running the business, whether it's tracking metrics, whether it's having EMRs, whether it's spreadsheets, anything you can imagine that would help you run your practice. We have encountered it and we have access to it, and we are sharing freely all the resources that we've developed in running our practices. Fourth, what I like to call live business camp. Well, remember what camp is when you were in school or younger. Camp was a place where you learned some new skills, where you met some new friends, had a lot of fun, and shared in some very memorable experiences. Well, that's what we're going to do in San Diego this fall. We're going to get together. Ken, Ernie, and I are going to teach you some of the most important principles and strategies for group practice success. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to spend a lot of time together, and we're going to really dive deep into anything and everything that we can to make your practice even better. And lastly, and most important, is ongoing accountability. When we leave San Diego, you're going to have a very, very specific, precise blueprint of exactly what you need to do. And every month from that point on, in our online forum and in our monthly web calls, we are going to hound you. We're going to make sure you follow up. We're going to make sure you implement. We're going to make sure we deal with any challenges, blocks, and frustrations that are in your way of taking that blueprint and transforming it into a successful, profitable, smooth running practice. So, applications are now being accepted for our fall program. Just go on the link on the website called the program, and you'll read more about it, and then there's a section where you can apply. So, thanks for listening to this short video. We look forward to helping you create your ideal group practice.